Hi everyone, today's our topic is Java grid layout. The Java grid layout class is used to arrange the components in rectangular grid. One component is displayed in each rectangle. In grid layout, we arrange the components in a rectangular grid. Each component is displayed in rectangular grid. There are three types of constructors in grid layout. First one is grid layout constructor. It is a parameterless constructor with one column per component in a row. The next one is grid layout with two parameters, int rows and int columns. Create a grid layout with the given rows and columns but no gaps between the component. Okay, rows and columns are created but there is no gap present between the components. Third one is grid layout, int rows, columns, int h gap and int v gap. H gap means horizontal gap and vertical gap. Here rows and columns along with horizontal gap and vertical gap. Creates a grid layout with the given rows and columns along with the horizontal and vertical gap. Let us check with an example. All the three constructors. Open Notepad. Then first initial line will be import java.awt package. First we need to import the import java.awt package. Then import javax dot swing package dot star. The next public class grid layout example. Here the class name is grid layout example. The next we need to create a constructor. JFrame F then constructor. JFrame F. F is the object of the JFrame. The next constructor. How to create the constructor? Here grid class name and constructor name should be same. Grid layout example. The next we need to create a frame, JFrame. JFrame F equals to new JFrame. Then next we need to create a button. Okay, here we need to create 9 buttons. J button. The button name is B1 equals to, this is the object of the first button, new J button. Here the label of the button is 1. Copy this line. Control C. Control V. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Change the button number. Button 2, button 3, button 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then rename the label names. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are adding the 9 buttons. Now next we have to add these buttons to the frame. Since we are using the parameterless constructor, the number of columns is equal to the number of buttons we are adding to the frame. The row count remains 1. Here the row count is 1 and the number of columns are 9. How to add buttons to the frame? F dot add V1. The next F dot add V2. Put a semicolon. F dot add V3. F dot add B4. The next F dot add B5. F dot add B6. F dot add B7. All the buttons we are adding to the frame. Then next F dot add B8. F dot add V9. Then next what we need to do? We need to set the grid layout using the parameterless constructor. We need to set the frame. Okay. Set layout, set size and set visibility of the frame. F dot set layout. And here the parameter is new grid layout. Grid layout. The next we need to set the size and visibility. F dot set size. Here the size is 400, size of the frame. Height and width. The next F dot set visible. If the visibility is true, then only we can see the frame as output. Visibility is formed, frame is not displayed in the output. The next we need to create a main method. Okay, public static void main string args. Grid layout. Here we are creating object for the class. Grid layout example GLE equal to new grid layout example. Copy this, Control C, Control V. Then close the braces, save the file, save as, in G drive we need to save the file. Okay. File, save as, G drive, Java folder. The next, here the file name is Control V, grid layout example.java. Save. Then open the command prompt. G drive, G colon, then CD, change directory to Java. Then next Java C space control V file name dot Java. I have copied the file name. See no errors. Then run the file. Java space file name. See, 1 row, 9 columns. Each column is labeled with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is an example for grid layout example with 1 row and 9 columns. In next example, we will check grid layout in 3 by 3 form, 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay. Our next example is grid layout in 3 rows and 3 columns form. So here the class name is my grid layout. Some minor changes we need to apply here. My grid layout. Here the constructor name is also my grid layout. Need to add same 9 buttons. Just we need to change the settings of the layout as 3 rows and 3 columns. This all the code is same. First initially we are creating 9 buttons, then we are adding the buttons to the frame. Here we are set layout. Here we need to specify 3 by 3. 3 rows and 3 columns. The next change the class name and construct. Yes. Here the class name is my grid layout. So object will be mgl. Yes, same. My grid layout. Copy this name. Control C. File. Save as. My grid layout.java. Everything is same, just we need to mention the number of rows and columns in f.setLayout frame. Okay. So grid will be available in 3 by 3. Okay. The next, open the command prompt. G drive. The next CD. Java. Java C space control V my grid layout.java. Enter. The next, press enter. See here, grid is available in 3 rows and 3 columns. The buttons are arranged in, but there is no gap present between the components. This is the second type of constructor, grid layout constructor with 3 rows and 3 columns. Next we will check, okay, grid with horizontal gap and vertical gap. Same program, just we need to specify the horizontal gap and vertical gap. See here, same program, just will change the name of the program as class as grid layout example 1. Here the class name is grid layout example 1. So the class name and constructor name should be same. Copy this. Here you paste Control V. all the code is some minor changes we need to apply. See here, 3 rows, 3 columns. We need to horizontal gap is 20, vertical gap is 25. In the main method, change the name of the class, Control V. Control V, my grid, grid layout example 1. The object is GLE1. Save the file. File save as in G drive Java folder. So already we are in G drive and Java folder. So Control V, paste the file name .java. Save and open the command prompt. G drive cd Java, the next Java C .java. Okay, no errors. Then run the file. See, with horizontal gap and vertical gap. This is the example of grid layout with horizontal gap and vertical gap. Here the rows and columns are 3 by 3, but there is a gap present between the components. I hope you understood the concept, friends. Thanks for watching video. Please do like, share and subscribe. Have a great day.